I'm Paul. I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina. What we had was our under crawl space actually flooded. The lake behind us here came up about 8 to 12 feet, which it's never done in a 150-year history. So we were not expecting that, so our whole crawl space got flooded out. It took out our HVAC, obviously mold, probably a few fish and a few other things that came inside. And that's where it started. We decided we needed to do something a little bit to protect it going forward. Well, we ended up starting, because we got flooded here, we ended up starting with another company that was supposed to come in and clean up all the damage. And at the end of the day, we really didn't get what we paid for. So we really just started looking for, through the advertisements, we got a flyer as well and called, and with everybody being so busy, you guys were the ones that were able to come out. The gentleman that came over walked us through everything. He made some recommendations. It wasn't just, okay, what do you want? It was, here's what I think would be a good idea for you. He was here. It wasn't too bad that he was an NC State fan as well, so that helped. But he basically walked us through and gave us some good ideas on how to make it work. Well, one of the good things was that they called us. They let us know when they were going to be here. They were in touch with us because we know everybody was really busy because of the floods, but they were at least on top of it, saying, okay, here's when we're going to show up. So they were very good to deal with. As mentioned, there was a little bit of a problem. Some of the work wasn't quite up to snuff, and they came back out, looked at it and said, you're right, and they came back out and fixed it. So, well, and you know, hopefully we're going to see some improvements on our bills overall. I think it's a lot cleaner, a lot easier to work in. So it's something that we felt like it was appropriate. They actually recommended some other areas that we hadn't had encapsulated to protect some of the areas in the house that were open to air at this point in time. So I would recommend it. It's it's something I think is going to improve our cost and efficiency and keep the area clean. And I would say, one of the biggest things that we deal with out here, especially in the water and coming up, is mold, and just keeping all that stuff out of there, keeping the humidity down inside the house, and making sure your floors stay level. So there's a lot of good reasons for. Said that probably the two biggest things is they've kept in touch with us to let us know when things were going to happen. They showed up when they said they were going to be, and things always happen. But to follow up and do what you say is probably one of the biggest things. So it's okay if something goes wrong, but if you fix it, that's more important than anything else.